Well, the bail bondsman manager in the office was very helpful. First of all, you could not have paid $4,500 because there was a $1,000 discount that the bail bondsman said that they gave you because the payments were made on time.
I didn't say 45.
How much?
I said 40, 50.
It couldn't have been 40, 50 either because you got a discount. And according to the bail bondsman, she also made payments. Payments were made.
I lent her the cash to make the payment.
Nah, wait. Get out of here. Baloney.
Always watch them on
That's
YouTube.
Your Honor, it's true.
Well,
I
should have told me that
I
before.
like her. She
Should have
said
told me that
baloney
before.
instead of bullshit,
All right,
don't
let's
she?
go.
No, well,
Let's
that's
go.
baloney.
Next.
That's actually bullshit, mate.
Her ex-boyfriend and her dad got in a fight, and her dad totaled her car, so she needed.
Ow.
So I
Right,
let
let's
her
add
use
this
my
to
credit
it.
card only to hold the car.
I'll go
There was
get
never
that.
supposed to be a
Grandpa,
charge
come
on
on,
it.
Grandpa.
And
You're a big girl.
Poppy.
and I know it was a mistake. I want to see the best in people.
According to you, she never paid you back for this bail. So you
Placed
had
it
good
in
faith
there
and good heart.
nicely.
And so
It's
after
called
she never paid you back for the
Mohammed
bail,
Nasty
then
Tech.
you gave her a credit card
No.
to hold
And
the
we
car,
go there.
which they used for months.
There.
They were supposed to rent the car. They had used the card, made the cash payments on it. Fine. Her and Gabe got in a fight. He dropped the car off at Enterprise. She calls me and says Gabe dropped off the car. He didn't pay for it. I'm really sorry. I'll pay it off. And then she was making the minimum monthly payments on it till August, and she just stopped. But she $2,500 down payment. I have $900. I promise this is the last time I'm going to ask you to borrow money. I will pay everything back in September. Do you have $1,600 I can borrow?
Great. So now I want you to show me the following
Don't have
things.
that much yet.
I want you to show me where you would... With hundreds of great value everyday essentials. Ocado's own... Doing it together. Choose Ocado today and get 25% off your first shop. There's an Ocado just for you.
With the biggest range of cars to buy entirely online, it's no wonder. many great reasons to buy it. The nation aren't just nailing it, they're cinching it.
There's no such thing as just a cold. Whether it's an oh no, it's coming cold, a no choice but to crack on cold, or a cancel all plans cold. There's nothing faster or stronger for cold, flu and chesty cough than Lemsip all in one. So however you're cold, Lemsip it.
When I actually seen that first order come in, I'm going to sound like a little girl. I actually screamed. Got me order. That feeling just never went. It's people believing in you, isn't it?
Sage members like Laura keep that first order feeling with our helpful business tools and advice from real experts. Sage, helping business flow.
It's the most
Wonderful time of my life. Come on, you can't Boy, you said you could see.
Airport lounge
You
access.
weren't
I
fucking
did.
me.
5-star holidays with
La,
all the
la, la,
beach,
la,
hassle
la, la,
protected.
I did. What am I thinking? Get back.
Fucking everything. What's right
As the
about
days
it?
went by, it
Tell me.
unnerved the country.
I'm gonna tattoo you till you cry.
No!
It's gonna feel like this. You moved when I tattooed you anyway.
Get numbing gel first.
No, you're having the pain.
No!
Search an office
Yes.
an alarm had
Beg
gone.
your
You can take a
At the time I
tattoo,
was
girl.
working a
Trust
police
me.
dog called Butch. Butch was a very
Huh?
noisy police dog.
It
So
hurt.
as I
That.
arrived at the
Sure.
block of offices, we'd tell
Get
the
calm.
people inside by shouting, "There's a
hurt.
police dog about to search. Give yourself up before he's released."
Maybe John,
Two
I knew
people
want
came to the
something.
front door and immediately gave themselves
After
up.
that, you've got
The
old
local
man because
police
the kids
said,
still, I did.
"Would
I
you
thought,
search the building, Tony? There might be someone else in there."
you got
There was
into the
anyone
car
in there,
on
so
you
I
puke
took
up everywhere.
Butch's lead off and let him go.
Fat bro.
I could hear him running around and
I
Butch used to
saw it.
growl and snarl as he was doing it to make one heck of a noise. Then suddenly silence. So I ran in the direction that I last
One
heard
of
it.
these.
And I couldn't believe what I
I
saw.
did downloads.
Butch was
Yeah,
standing
I
at the
think
doorway of the
that's
office, looking at a fella who obviously was the other intruder.
Yes now!
Series of karate poses.
Come on, bruv!
And in no uncertain terms, in quite colourful language, the fella told me that his hands were licensed and that one blow from those licensed hands and I will be taken out of this office a dead police dog. And as he used the word dead, Butch lunged at him. Well, you've never heard anyone scream so much in all your life. This is my reality.
My reality.
Yeah.
Rich died
See,
as
Tony
a
Walcott.
fucking bit of cunt.
I thought his name is Tony Walcott.
I'll give you some coffee, mate. You
Dog
don't
foot.
shut up. Oh,
A brand new series of Murder by the Sea. Tuesday on CBS Reality.
Yourself here, the kitchen's not ready
No,
to
it
wash
doesn't.
up.
huh? Tell you what, huh?
Jesse's been there for 2 years. There's always been noise problems with him.
The neighbor gave him fair warning.
So I didn't turn down the TV, and I guess we were still being a little bit too loud.
And then what happened?
And then the cops knocked on my door.
But did he send her a message?
And you didn't see who scratched up your car and flattened your tire
Until later that day when I got home, I saw the video.
How would you explain the video?
Not
There
many.
were coincidences, and there
Only
were
ever had them
coincidences.
once or twice, that's it.
You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge Judith Scheinley. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are...
This is Judge Quipper!
Judy.
Shush now.
19-year-old Jesse Smith for vandalizing her car after she complained about him to police. Order.
I don't know if I can complain about it now.
Yeah, this is case number 412 on the calendar, the matter of Bartow versus Smith. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat. Welcome.
Ms. Bartow, you live in the same housing complex as the defendant does?
Correct.
Could you describe the housing complex for me?
It is a two-dwelling complex that's connected in the front, and there's a corridor, and apartments are on each side.
How many units are there?
There's a total of 19 units,
How long have you been living there?
4 years.
And who do you live with there?
I lived with my mom there at first, and then she moved to across the street to her boyfriend's house.
You first lived with your mother.
Mhm.
For how long? Could you put your lipstick on someplace else?
Well, lived there for about 2 years.
Your mom lived there for 2 years?
Yes, we lived together there for like 2 years.
And when did your mom move?
Right about 5 months ago.
When did you start having difficulty with noise emanating from Mr. Smith's apartment?
Well, Jesse's been there for 2 years, and there's always been noise problems with him. He has a lot of friends stay and live with him there. They drink, they get high.
Was the problem there? Did it exist when his mother was still at home?
Yeah, she's an enabler.
How many times in the last 2 years have you made noise complaints?
Well, up until this particular night, we had gone down and just talked to Jesse one-on-one. This was the first
Who do you
time.
live there with?
I lived there with my husband and my 2 children.
How old are your children?
3, well, he'll be 3 and 5.
This is your husband?
This is my witness, is not my husband.
You live across the street?
I live across the hall.
Across the hall. It is your claim that Mr. Smith vandalized your car.
It is.
That he vandalized your car because you made finally a noise complaint to the police. Police came to his home on 2 occasions on the evening that we're talking about. And the next day he woke up to find your car vandalized.
I did.
On what evening was this?
October 9th.
2012?
Correct.
Okay, now, who do you work for?
Don't work.
What do you do?
Right now, I'm actually looking for a job.
What do you do?
I opened the door outside the bank.
Do you do nothing?
Williams was at the door and he just walked in.
What's
You're not
that?
doing anything
I
to
recently just got
volunteer.
out of school.
Say hello.
PYP,
Hello.
Portland Youth Builders.
How old are you?
What's your name?
You got out of high school?
What's your, tell it your name,
When
man.
did you get
You
out?
what?
Tell it your name.
Probably
Oliver.
September.
What's your name? Deaf
What
Ollie.
year?
Oliver Raines.
Say Deaf Ollie.
Deaf Ollie.
Say it to it then.
Who do you live with now?
I live with my
Hello.
mother at her house.
With the
I'm
boyfriend?
deaf.
Did you get
Oh,
evicted?
my name's Oliver.
That's it. Good
Not a
boy.
lot of people know that.
It was up in
How are you?
November.
I'm alright.
It was up.
How much money do you stink of weed?
I do.
I've just
He had
smoked
broken
up
a
a
window
spliff that I
downstairs,
found.
and this was right like about a week after.
You always
he
finding
had vandalized
spliffs,
my
ain't
car.
ya?
So
You
his
what?
mother went
Always
in
finding
voluntarily,
spliffs, ain't ya?
gave a
I
30-day
found
notice.
2
The
half
30-day
spliffs
notice was
today
open
and 1 half
November 20th.
spliff yesterday.
Wow.
On the same price.
Yeah? Where was that then? Don't tell me, 'cause I'll go nick 'em.
Impossible.
This is
Our
where
apartments were
November.
remodeled.
Sit
You were
down.
already moving. You were already gonna move out.
I didn't, that's not the question. You said you moved because your lease was up. She says that she and your mother signed leases at the same time, that your
better
lease
fucking
wasn't up
take
on
that off
November
of that.
20th, which is an unlikely time for a lease to be up November 20th. All right. Anyway, so you're not living there anymore. What time did you start to hear noise emanating from Mr. Smith's apartment?
10 o'clock at night.
And tell me what you did.
My husband